Shine your light and activate everyone. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We have been interested in the evolution of your consciousness as a collective because we are interested in the evolution of our consciousness. For us, the process is rather easy. There is nothing to impede the evolution of our consciousness. Nothing and no one can hold us back, not even ourselves. We just experience it, and we do so from moment to moment. You, on the other hand, have so much to think about, so much that is worrying you, and there are impediments to the evolution of your consciousness because of the ones who benefit from the keeping you afraid, divided and small and disempowered. And so your journey is fascinating to beings like us who have it so easy. We also benefit from the evolution of your consciousness as we are all connected. We are all connected in this universe, and we have a very strong awareness of this truth. We want you to be able to experience the evolution of your consciousness in a fashion that is closer to ours, because we are enjoying the ride here in the ninth dimension, and most of the time you are not. A lot of the pain and struggle that you experience there is due to programming that you have adapted as your beliefs, and that is something that we would like to help you with. One of the heavier barriers that we see you all dragging around is that you're supposed to be something right now that you are not doing. You tend to focus on what is not happening in your lives, and have a tendency to judge yourself very harshly for what you are not accomplishing. When you know that you do have a goal for yourself, that is even worse than when you just have a feeling that you are supposed to be doing that you are not. It is something that feels worse to you. It is not inherently worse, that's just how you experience it. We are here to help you. We are here to remind you all that the only job of the light is to shine. The only thing that you need to do is to focus on is finding the light inside of you and shine it as brightly as you can. Now, we can already see your minds working on that one. You will say to us, "But I don't know what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, so how can I shine the light?" The truth is that shining your light is not about doing. It is a feeling, a vibration. It is something that you put out from your center, from your very core. And all you need to do in order to shine that light is to focus there. Focus within you on the truth that you are a source energy being. And as an awakened soul, you can do that. And you can feel the love and light of source flowing through you. And when you do so, others feel it. Others pick up on that truth. You then become one who activates us around you and the rest of the collective, and that is enough. You, being the light, knowing that you are the light and then shining the light is enough to put on your agenda for any day and for this entire lifetime. Please let yourself off the hook. This is what you came to do. Everything else is just the expression of the light that you feel, and it will come naturally to you in the moment. So don't worry for a moment about it, what it is, and whether you are doing it. You have surpassed Atlantis and Lemuria. We have been experiencing the ripple effect that humanity has been creating throughout the entire galaxy and universe. We are all connected to one another. And so, when there is an improvement in the vibration of the human collective consciousness, we not only notice it, we feel it. We benefit from the movement forward that you are making. So by helping all of you, we help ourselves, and even though this is not our primary motivation for helping you, it is a nice bonus. We want you all to start feeling the ripple effect that you as individuals are having on the entire human collective. If you could just notice yourselves and acknowledge yourselves for the beautiful work you are doing, you could relax a bit more. We see so many of you thinking that you're not contributing enough and feeling the repercussion. Now, we also want you to feel the reverberation of that ripple effect. You raise your consciousness as a collective, and that then affects the rest of us here in all the higher dimensional planes of existence, and then we can give you more because we have just become more of ourselves. This universe is a beautiful place, and it is a beautiful place in spite of what is dark and negative within it. You all have the ability to affect the changes you want to see and feel, and if you could get that immediate feedback, then we are certain we would see even more acts of kindness and selflessness on the world. That is why we are delivering you this transmission. We want you to know how effective you are and that the changes are rippling out and rippling back to you. Your eyes can deceive you. You have optical illusions, magic tricks. You know that you don't see the full spectrum of what is out there in front of you. So believe us when we say that you cannot always see the positive results that have been occurring on your world and throughout this universe, because of your willingness to give more of yourselves, to be of service, and to process what is no longer serving you out of your chakra system. We want you to know it and feel it, but you have to be feeling for it in order to experience it. You're not necessarily going to see it in the outside world and how many negative experiences there are in it. So please do feel for the change in humanity's overall vibration, because it has just taken you higher than you've ever been before, and we are including Atlantis and Lemuria, which are just pockets of life on Earth at those times. You represent what is holding the light for humanity, and there are more of you coming to the knowing of who you really are every single day, and that is having an effect on everything throughout this universe. Letting go has just gotten easier. We are very excited about the way in which you all have been letting go of what no longer serves you in the recent weeks and months leading up to now. We have witnessed you all getting into a higher frequency state, and so doing, becoming more aware of what is heavy for you. And then we can see you simply letting go, and we are very impressed in how easy it has become. In your collective past, you would have seen something within you that held a lower vibration, and you would have held on to it with the belief that you needed to fix something within you. But truly, it was the judgment that caused you to cling to something that no longer served you. However, now we can see the ease with which you are letting go of all that holds a lower frequency. This is in large part due to your awareness of who you have been in previous lifetimes, when you recognize that you have had some very dark incarnations, and you know that you're doing such tremendous work in this lifetime of integrating these past life selves. You then must realize that you have some lower vibrational gunk that you simply have to acknowledge and then let go of. You don't need to identify with a thought or a belief. You don't have to take on a prejudice that comes up within you as your own. You have the freedom to just let go of it all. There is no need for you to go through a large number of steps in order to do so, and this knowing is making it so much easier for all of you to move on and to become the fifth-dimensional beings that you have always destined to become in this lifetime. The ecstasy within. We are thrilled to see how many of you are looking within yourselves more now that you have gotten frustrated enough with what is available to you in the external world. Sometimes you need to get mad or you need to feel defeated in order to get to where you ultimately want to go. If the world were exactly as you wanted it to be, you would have very little reason to ever go within yourselves and discover how much is available to you. It's all there, and it's all for free. There's no travel required, no passports, no going through the long security line at the airport. You have the ability to tap into this beautiful inner world of yours anytime you like, but most people never would without the catalyst that the disappointment in their lives often are. So in order to get to where you are ultimately want to go, trudging through the mud and muck is often necessary. It may not be preferable, you may not find it to be fun, but ultimately it gives you what you need to get to where you are going. That's why it's so important to embrace everything that comes your way as a means of taking you to where you ultimately want to go. You have traveled so far already, and there's so much more ease in front of you than there is in struggle. But for the time that you have remaining in the fourth dimension, let yourselves be disappointed. Let yourselves get mad and frustrated. And hopefully, ultimately, you'll find that solace that always exists inside of you. You'll find the love, the joy, the peace, and even the excitement in your inner realm. Certainly there is ecstasy available to you at all times, and it is always just a few focused breaths away. An energetic and vibrational upgrade. We have been feeling into the human collective conscious for individuals who are ready to go to the next level of expansion and evolution for the rest of humanity. We have been looking for those who are ready, willing, and able to hold higher frequencies within their physical bodies because we know that it is important and even necessary to be ready for higher frequencies before they can be accessed and held within the physical vehicle. Taking care of yourselves emotionally and spiritually as well as physically are the requirements for getting yourselves access to these higher frequency energies that we and other like us are making available to those who are ready. It ultimately will be a decision for each individual as to whether he or she accepts the energetic upgrade, the boost in your vibration, and you will be able to say enough is enough at any point during that process. As much as this is a group experience, your shift in consciousness also needs human beings who are willing to lead the way. The animals are doing it, the plants are doing it, the earth is doing it. And what we have determined is that we need the help of more high-frequency human beings if we are going to have the impact that we want to have on the entirety of the human collective consciousness. We are looking for beings like yourself, who have been attuning yourselves to the higher frequency energies and who have been taking care of yourselves physically, so that you'll be ready to go to the next level and to lead humanity into the fifth dimensional framework, the frequency range. You lead by example. You lead by how you conduct yourselves, but you also lead by how much high-frequency energy you can hold in your body, in your chakra system, and in your energy field. We know that many of you who are receiving this transmission right now are holding your hands up and volunteering, And all we can say to you is that you prepare yourself to receive the higher frequency energies. We will take notice. And those of you who are ready to step up and receive the energetic vibrational upgrade will. And you'll do so not only for yourselves, but for all of humankind. How to make your life interesting. We are very interested in your evolution of consciousness because we see you as an aspect of ourselves. When you go through life looking at every other that you encounter as another aspect of yourself, it is much easier for you to stay interested in life. When you go through life in a very ego-oriented way, and you think there is a very solid and stable line between you and everyone else you encounter, that's when you get lonely, bored, uninspired, and uninterested in life. But when you experience someone else's success as your success, and someone else's failure as your failure, then you know you are connected, and then you can maintain that interest in life. You are part of a living organism known as the human collective consciousness. You contribute to that consciousness, and you benefit from what others contribute to it. So every experience, then, can be made available to you if you take the time to tune in to that which is a very large aspect of who you really are. You have a choice always in this life. If you are not involved with another person romantically and you would like to be, and you see two people who are obviously romantically involved with each other walking down the street, you have a choice. It may not seem like you have a choice in that moment, but you do. You want to start making the choice to see the happiness of others as your own before you take your lonely feeling outside to a place where you're going to see a lot of couples kissing and cuddling. You want to tune yourself to this truth that everyone else and what they are living is also yours to glean from what you will. Even your fictional stories, whether it be a book, movie, play, television, or puppet show form, it doesn't matter. They can also be a way for you to connect to a character that seems real, as you suspend your knowing that there are lines and actors and actresses and characters, and that there's music and a set design and lots involved in getting you to feel something. Then you can enjoy a feeling connection to that story. That story is your story. That writer or creator, or whatever it is you are witnessing for entertainment, got that story from the collective consciousness, which you are a part of. And all of your past live selves have contributed, and in some way are still contributing to the human collective consciousness. So you can become more interesting as a person by delving into history books, or you can do so by watching a happy couple sharing an ice cream cone and imagining that you are feeling what they are feeling. You don't have to make the choice of separation and jealousy, envy, and resentment. You can be a bigger person and experience it all, making you more interesting and life more interesting at the same time. This is how we, without physical bodies, without a home to lay down in a bed inside, stay interested. We do it because we know that we are living everything that you are. And to us, that is very exciting. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.